Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati.
Okay, Coach. Well, with the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. This will be taken very short. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
Let's go. 15 line. 15 line. Hey.
To throw on second down. Herbert is going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers. And rush coming, and he's taken down. T.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. He's going to field this at the 4. Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field.
Let's do it.
We'll check on his status when we get back. Murray now on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Murray. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
On the double. Mark 57. Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. He's crashing.
First down, Murray. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A good pickup there, 26 yards. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. T.J. Logan, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Situation. Let's go.
Here's Ingram. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Herbert. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Clear. Ready.
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert. And he's got the hook up to Landry. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. Mika Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the 1st-round pick out of Alabama.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, Herbert. This short throw caught by Goddard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati 1st down.
On the double. Mike, 58, right there. In your face.
And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. From From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On the counter, Ingram looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It sounds like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting a 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on football.
And he comes back with one complete. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Check 31. Switch.
Here we go on 4th down. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right, the social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at my coach. Why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking to throw. Herbert. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Back to throw. Herbert. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Throwing now is Murray. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's going to run for one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter.
Let's go, baby.
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. On first down, Logan. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They run again with Logan.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Here we go.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now on second and 13, Murray. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Murray now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long?
57's the mic. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Murray with a third and long. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 22 yards there, a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss it.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Herbert. Got his man. That's Harry.
Pass interference. Defense.
So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Off the play fake. Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Logan. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
56, check 56.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Everyone's got 4 down. 57's the mic. Hey, 57's the mic. 57. Go, go. Mike 57. It's coming this way, coming this way.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
'57's the mic. Watch 57. Go. We ain't giving up nothing today.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Bengals on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 19. Looking to throw. Herbert, he's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end over the middle. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Watch the curls. Watch the curls. 57's the mic. Mike 57.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray, eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
That's how we do it, baby.
And Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. A big play there for Cincinnati. 52 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Herbert. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Herbert. Here as he's taken down. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Back to throw. Herbert. This one complete to Ingram. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. On 4th down, Herbert.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. N'Keal Harry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
After review of the play,
they had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown. Will count. They do tack on the extra point as well. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
So now the Steelers down by a field goal. And time, a huge factor. Their perfect start to the season in jeopardy unless they can score here, as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He's back to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're